go. Hello folks, welcome to Sensual Scents. I'm your host Al. Today we're talking about two fragrances, one from Lattafa, one from French Avenue, and both of them are inspired by a fragrance from Killian called Smoking Hot. Now, maybe some of you have tried Smoking Hot, maybe some of you haven't, maybe some of you have it and it's one of your staple fragrances. But anyways, what I'm here to do is to talk about these two in their own right because I have not tried Smoking Hot. So these two in their own rights. The first one we have Lattafa Mashrabiya and we have French Avenue's Veneno. Now that took me a while to get out. I kept putting an R in it for some reason. Anyways, yeah, that's neither here nor there. So what Smoking Hot is, it's an oriental sweet, smoky fragrance with apple and tobacco in it. And these are probably two of the best examples out there at the moment of that DNA. So this DNA now in particular, I would safely say is not safe blind buy for anybody. I think you should definitely, if you're looking at Smoking Hot, you should definitely pre-sample it. For me now, in having these two now, I find them good. I enjoy them, but they're quite challenging for other people. I think it is the smoky nature of them that can be quite challenging, right? Me, when you go and you smell 1,000 fragrances, you kind of broaden your horizons a little bit. So look, we'll first of all go straight into it. So anyways, you see the bottle design, it's just like that. This kind of a angular top. It's quite a nice bottle. I quite like the bottle. There's a bit of a rubber feel now on the outside. Yeah, you definitely won't be dropping that too easily anyways. And we see what the sprayer is like. So yeah, it's okay. Oh, bang, what a bang of apple there. Huge bang of apple. Okay, and I'm getting the smoky nature there of it. It's like incense. Oh God, these two fragrances are going to fill up this room here now. So yeah, same atomizer check on both of them. Decent. So yeah. So let's see now. Okay, so apple, a smoky, sweet apple. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Okay. There's not very little between the two of them. Absolutely very little between the two of them in the opening here now. Because what I can say is this is a lot sweeter, a lot brighter, right? Whereas this is, it's probably a little bit more on the smoke aspect than the apple. The apple is still well there, but it's a little bit darker, a little bit sexy. Whereas this one is just, it has that fresher apple. Okay, interesting. Now this is actually I've had these fragrances for quite a while now, but this is actually the first time I put the two of them side by side. So you're getting an honest reaction here. I have to say the apple is juicy on both of them. The incense and the smoke is quite smoky on both of them. It's a smoky apple. I have to say now, they're very nice. They're very nice now. These, they've been sitting for a while. If they had to maturate, they have definitely. There's very little between the two of them. Very little. We're going to quickly go through the notes. Okay, so first of all, we'll go through the notes of Mashrabiya. So Mashrabiya's top notes are apple shisha accord, pink pepper. Mid we have tobacco, cinnamon, dates, and then we have oud smoke in the base, caramel, vanilla, and patchouli. So yeah, there's a lot there. Look, you got the apple, you got the shisha, you got the smoke, And I'd say probably where the sweetness is coming from now, and I can't pick it out, is the cinnamon, the dates in this. Now, quickly we'll go through French Avenue's Veneno. Right, so the notes are as follows: apple, cinnamon, and smoke. And then in the mid we have tobacco and moss, and in the base we have bourbon, vanilla, and orchanox. Okay, so the notes again, right, they're completely different. They both have vanilla, they both have the apple, they both have the smoke. So like, as I say to you, they are probably the most prominent notes, because I will tell you one thing for nothing, they both smell bloody well similar. Bloody well similar. If you like this DNA, right, either one of these are a fantastic pickup for you. When I decided recently I was going to do this, I wore Mashrabiya there, what was it, 2 weeks ago, and I wore this one there this week. And from what I can say now, yeah, look, they performed just the same as well. Like, as far as the two of them smelling alike, yeah, they perform alike as well. Scent profile for me is very specific, right? Apple, right? Very, very strong. You need to like apple scented fragrances. The smoke, you need to like smoky fragrances. Incense even, or the shisha, you gotta like smoky stuff here. So it's a smoky apple. It's a sweet fragrance, right? So if you like sweet fragrances, these would be good options for you. But as I say, you gotta like that smoky nature to it. So, in saying that, no, neither are safe blind buys. Just much like the original, if that was the case. So to rate these 2 out of 10, right? Look, I can't really fault them. Even presentation. Now I have to say, both bottles, you see there with the Veneno, and then you have the snake indented into the back of it. It's like in recess on the front and then in the back. Yeah, look, it's a nice bottle, and it says Veneno on the side. It's design, right? They're fantastic. I'm going to be splitting hairs if I actually separate these two by rating, so I'm not. For me, wearability and lastability, yeah, they get an 8. And simply for the fact that it's just, I found when wearing it that, maybe 1 out of 5 people actually liked that scent profile. They liked the smoky nature of it here where I am. Now, if you were probably out in the Middle East, where hookah and things like that are a lot more prominent, yeah, they'd probably be far more popular. You'd probably be the other way around, probably 4 out of 5. So it really does matter where you are, where you're living, and the kind of people you're around for these kind of fragrances. So I'm saying that, yes, I do think they are very good fragrances. I do think they smell very good, and they are packaged awesomely. So yeah, there's not a lot I can say about them other than the fact that the original that they're inspired by is probably, it's a bit too niche. So because the original is so diffusive, it's probably the reason why there isn't that many inspired by fragrances out there. So, but I have to say now, these are 2 extremely well done ones. Where would you wear these, right? This is a very specialized scent profile. So when you would wear this, more so than where, would be when you want to stand out. And so you're talking about, group occasions, where you want people to, you want people to be interested in what you're smelling like. You want people to ask you what you're wearing. So you want to, if, in a situation where you want to seem dark and mysterious, I think these are it. These are it. You go out in fancy dress looking like Dracula. This is it. Yeah. So yeah, these are situational based fragrances, and yeah, you will smell interesting, and you will get compliments, and you will get people to approach you and ask you what you're wearing, you know. But as I say to you, there'll be a lot more people that mightn't love the scent than there would be that do, but the ones that do love it, it just might be going home with. What can I say? Yeah. Anyways, look, folks, that's my take on Lattafa's Mashrabiya and French Avenue's Veneno. Right? If you like this take, hit the like. Where is it? Hit the like button. Right? And also, please subscribe to the channel. For more videos like this, I'm your host Al, you've been with Sensual Scents. Till the next video, take care.